Hello, today I'm going to show you guys how to do my way of the smoky eye. I know a lot of people already do this, but this is what mine turns out to look like, and I just wanted to share with you guys how I did it. Two things before I start. A lot of the brushes, all of them that I'm going to be using today, are from the Essence of Beauty collection, which you can get at CVS. They're my favorite brushes in the entire world. The first set that I use is the eyeshadow set. Like this. One is regular and then the other one is angled. So those are eyeshadow sets. And then the other set is the crease set, which is two different sized, this one's a little bigger and this one's smaller. So they're very cheap. Go to CVS and get them. They're my favorite brushes to ever use. The other thing I'm going to tell you is that I used the Very Sexy collection from Victoria's Secret. I don't know how much longer these are going to be in the stores because they're trying to get rid of this collection. That's what I'm trying to say. They're getting a new collection. So I don't know if they're already out of everything, but if you want to go get them really fast, you can go try. If not, just use what else you have. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and I hope you like it. Okay, so first we're going to be using, out of this little palette that I have, this shade of gray. Obviously I'm not going to tell you to go buy this pack. This is from the dollar store. Literally, that's how cheap I am. So just any shade of gray that's not extremely as dark as this, not as light as this. This is like the whole gray scale. So this shade right here, that's what we're going to use as the base. So what I'm going to do is take from the Essence of Beauty this eyeshadow brush. It's the one that's just flat, it's not the angled one. Just going to put some of the eyeshadow onto the brush, and we're just going to pat it on to the eye. You want to make sure at first you want to pat it all on, because if you start going back and forth right away, you're just going to get a lot of fallout down here, which, I mean, it's not the end of the world, obviously, because at the end we're going to clean up anyway, but for as long as you can, just try to pat. Okay, so keep going until, the color isn't necessarily see-through anymore. Okay, so there you go. That's your base. Next we're going to do the technique that's called the outer corner and drawing in the crease of your eye. So for this we're going to take in the Essence of Beauty, these two brushes come as a pair for the crease brushes. We're going to take the bigger of the two. And we're going to take, in this pack, we're going to take this darker color. Just going to put a little bit on the brush. And then, tap off any extra fallout. We're going to do what's called the outer corner first. So what you want to do first is start about here, draw into your eye, and then I want you to go up a little bit. And then imagine this is a triangle, and just kind of fill in those two spots with the eyeshadow. That's how you do the outer corner. Just kind of fill in the outer corner first, and then after you have that good point, just want you to take a little bit and just blend it into the middle of your eye, just about halfway. Don't go any further than halfway over to your eye. Okay, that's just going to add a little bit of dimension and depth to your eye. Beautiful, right? Okay, and then next what we're going to do is do the crease. And so you're going to take from your outer corner and just blend to where this is my eyeball, this is the brow bone, just going right in between the two of them. Not necessarily all the way over, but I would say about 3/4 or 4/5 of the way across your eye. Okay, so there you go. Next what we're going to do is we're going to take our black color. This black that I'm going to use is Very Sexy, the Very Sexy line from Victoria's Secret. Its shade is Fierce, so if you can get to Victoria's Secret soon and they'll have it, you can do that. If not, just use a black. It's really not a big deal. Any black you have. I just like this one because it's shimmery, as you can see. So we're just going to add a little bit onto the same brush. You don't need a new one. We're just going to put a dab in the outer corner. Ooh, oh dang, that was a lot. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, you don't need a lot for this. I just touched the eyeshadow a little bit too much. You're just gonna kind of go over where your outer corner was. Just a little. Give it a little bit more depth. And then what you want to do is just take a little bit and go under your eye. Not too far, only about that far. Okay, and just kind of connect them up to each other. Okay. Just making sure my eyes look even. That's what you want to do, especially with the smoky eye. You want to make sure that your eyes kind of match in the darkness and where the eyeshadow is while you're going along. Okay, so that looks good enough to me. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to fill in our brow bone area and do a highlight. So for the brow bone, you want to choose a color that's kind of the same skin tone as you, not exactly the same. What I'm going to use, is this color right here. It's got a little bit of shine in it. It's kind of like a tan gold. I really don't know exactly what kind of color it is, but we're going to take this Essence of Beauty brush. It's in the eyeshadow duo pack, and this one is the angled one. And we're just going to put it up above where the black was. Put it all the way up to the eyebrow. So it's just, you don't have all this black against your normal skin tone, and then just, it just gives it a little bit extra color, so it's not so pale against the black. Yep. Got a little bit of black too far up, just kind of wipe it off a little bit. Fill this in. Okay, and then the next thing you want to do is you always want to make sure you have a highlight on your eyebrow. If you can use a white, or I'm going to use this color, which isn't exactly white. It has a little bit of a yellow tone into it, and we're just going to put a little on in the crease set. This is the smaller of the two brushes, and we're just going to put it right under the eyebrow, and it gives it a little more look of a shaped eyebrow. So yep, just right underneath the eyebrow. And last, as far as eyeshadow colors go, you're just going to use a white. This white is also from the Victoria's Secret Very Sexy line, so this one's going away too. This one's called Wink. If you don't have this, obviously, just go ahead and use any white that you have. It's not a big deal. This is just going to be our inner corner color. So I'm just going to take this small brush again and tap it off a little. So just going to go right on the inner corner of the eye, a little bit under. And then what you're going to do is take a little more and just go right underneath your eye over to where the black is and blend them both together. Okay, so that's it for the eyeshadow. You want to make sure that your two eyes pretty much match, and I'd say that mine look pretty good. So for the last step, you're going to do your eyeliner and your mascara. If you have any liquid eyeliner, that's what I'm going to suggest for the top half of your eyelid. And I'm going to suggest to you Maybelline waterproof eyeliner. But unfortunately, I bought brown instead of black. So I'm pretty mad about that, because you don't want to have brown eyeliner with all this black. It's just not going to work. So what I'm going to use is just a pencil eyeliner. Works just the same. This is actually Wet n Wild. I think these are like 99 cents. So what we're going to do is do the eyeliner on the top part of our eye. Don't want to talk while I'm doing this, so give me a second. Oh, my contact. So that's on the top of our eye. You don't want to make it too thick, of course. You don't want to look like a raccoon. But we're also going to do this water line at the bottom. Hope this doesn't freak any of you out just looking at it. It doesn't hurt, so don't be worried or whatever. Just put it right on the water line. See, it looks 20 times cooler. And just go a little bit on the bottom. Make sure you don't see any skin. Okay. And last but not least is the mascara, and I use Lash Blast from Maybelline. Well, no, CoverGirl Lash Blast. This brush is freaking amazing. Look at this. You see all these little like spikes it has on it? It really separates the eyelashes really good. So you're just gonna go on the bottom of your eyelashes and wiggle it up. Oh no, that's not good. We'll fix it, don't worry. Just wiggle them up. There you go. I don't like to do my bottom lashes. It's not my personal favorite thing to do. If you feel like you want to do it, go ahead and do it. Okay. Zoom out so you can see the, oops, not in, zoom out. Okay, so that's a smoky eye. So after you're done, I've already done this side, but you want to, you know, clean off any of the fallout, and obviously that, because that looks stupid. So what I'm going to use is oil-free eye makeup remover from Neutrogena. Shake it up because it says it's oil-free. It does kind of have a little bit of a greasy-esque residue stuff on it. But I'm just going to take a Q-tip and just get that off first. Duh. And then just starting kind of down here, go all the way, get all my fallout out. Some people like to do like a straight like line up, but I think the smoky eye looks better if it's all kind of like smudged out the way it is. I do kind of like to go underneath, I like to go underneath here to make that a nice line, and then see, you can see all the like water stuff, so then I just take the dry side of the Q-tip and just clean it all up, make it all dry. There you go. Those are my sweet eyes. I think they're very easy. You know, one tip that I'm going to tell you is if you don't already have your nice tan for summer, you want to use a bronzer, because all this black eyeshadow is going to wash you out. Even if you do have your tan, it's not a bad idea to use some bronzer. So once again, this is my bronzer I got from the Very Sexy line from Victoria's Secret. It's Mosaic Bronzer. Obviously, use whatever bronzer you have. This is a kabuki brush. I got this at a Stop and Shop. I don't know if they're anywhere but in Rhode Island, but when I went to vacation there, that's why I got it. So you're just going to take your bronzer, give yourself a little bit of color, and there you go.